Hello, me again. Second day of our trip out here, and as you can see, I'm actually up in the mountains. Look at this. Yesterday I was in Marrakesh and I was saying, complaining almost, that it had been raining there, but the joy of that is it may have been raining there, but it was snowing up here. And the views, I will come and you're going to get the sun in the way, I must admit, but the views up here are absolutely stunning. This is the High Atlas Mountains. We're in a place called Tishka. Which is where I'm staying now, as a riad, literally just around the corner here, that we're staying in, and we'll be here for the next 4 nights, I do believe it is, walking around in this area. And there wasn't any snow here 2 days ago, and then suddenly this snow has appeared. And we drove up today from Marrakesh, and I'm not joking, there's at least a foot of snow in places up here. So we left Marrakesh this morning about 9 o'clock. Drove all the way up. We come over the highest pass, mountain pass by road in Morocco, called Tijin Tishka, I do believe it is. It's about 6,000 feet up, something like that. And it's on the old caravanserai route, which Marrakesh is, and they used to trade salt and silk and things like that. And they used to come from the Sahara Desert, obviously do this in reverse, but come from the Sahara Desert across one pass into Marrakesh itself, into the square I was yesterday, Gemma El Fanar, and then they come up through that particular pass, Tijin Tishka, again, through here, across the mountains and down the other side and over to Agadir. And as I said, they do it in return as well. One hell of a journey. I would not want to do that on a camel, I tell you. But coming up today, as I said, the scenery changes all the time. They're doing a lot of work up in making the roads a bit bigger because it's becoming a bit more touristy. But you can see why, can't you? And you come to a place like this. So we've driven up. It's taken us quite a bit of time. We stopped in a place called Telouet, which is quite well known in this area for walking holidays. And we had lunch there, and there's a Casbah there, which is pretty much derelict. It was owned by the Pasha of the area. I think he called himself the King of the Atlas at the time, because they used to collect tolls and things like that back in the day when the caravans used to come through, build Casbahs, etc., to extol tolls from these people as they came past. A bit of a tax, I suppose, in some ways. And but there, since he died, this particular person died in 1956, which is also the year that Morocco got independence from France and Spain as well. That's another story. And but since then it's fallen into disrepair, and it's sort of literally falling apart. But the artwork inside is absolutely amazing. We went to the Bahia Palace yesterday in Marrakesh, very similar in some ways to the Alcazar in Seville, with the intricate tiling work, the painted doors, the grills, the calligraphy, all that nice geometric patterns in the stucco work as well. And you can, but in here, I mean, the Bahia Palace was pretty good, but around here, it's even better in that place. And in the middle of nowhere, just stuck there in the middle of nowhere, is this amazing building, which hardly anyone ever goes to. So, and then we drove to a place called Anmita, which is not that far from here. And then they put all our gear on mules, and we walked the last 3 or so kilometres. It normally takes around about an hour and a half, but because of the nature of the snow up here, because of the depth of the snow, and also because obviously the heat of the day is melting the snows. There's another little view up there to another hill. I think we're going up that way tomorrow. And so we walked up here, I'd say a couple of hours up into this stunning area, sitting up here on the terrace, and my room opens up onto the terrace. But yes, this isn't bad. This is our home for the next few days, completely off the grid. No Wi-Fi, very little phone signals, 3G at absolute maximum, that sort of thing. But there you go. And no alcohol anywhere so far that we've spotted as well. So it's a bit of a digital and an alcoholic detox. But that isn't too bad, is it? When you can see the views and they're as stunning as this, that's pretty good. And this was put on all for us. Of course it was. I say I'm so very, very lucky that yesterday this snow wasn't here, and today it is. Pretty mind-blowing, isn't it? Hopefully I shall speak to you again, inshallah. Goodbye.